coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, it's Chavez, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray now. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing again, Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action with Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to Freiermuth. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
He finds his man, complete. That's Chavez. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cards are on the board first on the road here in L.A. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. unwilling to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down now, Akers, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will. 6
yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he gets it down to the 32.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. On the handoff, it's Akers. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run on first down. It's Chavez. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On first down, it's Chavez. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From just shy of midfield, Murray, he finds his man, complete. That's Chavez. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a give, right side, Chavez. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now Murray off play action. Forced out to his left. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Yeah, this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 98 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Cards are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Chavez. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Chavez. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Here's Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Akers. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run here with Akers. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal, Bert. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Shotgun now from Murray. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Hurts throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 2nd down now, Akers. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
But 1st down, Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Cardinals are going to take possession possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Murray's throw complete there to Moore. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Murray to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. Now a give, right side. Chavez. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Back to throw, Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Chase. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You wonder, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for Arizona, they...